Good morning. I'm just finishing up my breakfast and I'm thinking about the days when I was only eating fruit. Yeah. I don't really know what I'm trying to say about that, but I'm just sitting here looking out my window at the snow falling. And I feel so at peace. When I stopped eating only raw vegan, I then went into a bunch of other extremes. Like right after, I got really into a lot of like eggs, meat, cheese, not carnivore, but it was like, I wasn't eating carbs really. It would make me feel so gross. So it was basically eating like animal-based, like fruits and juices and like meat and cheese, butter, eggs. But I then felt constricted by that, and I had a lot of apprehension about, like, I was craving a lot of things, but I didn't trust my body to process them because I didn't feel good when I ate those things. Little did I know that had a lot more to do with my metabolism than anything. But I was stuck eating like that for a while because if I did eat outside of that, then I was sluggish, tired, and like a non-entity for the whole day. And that is like one of my biggest, not fears, but I mean, I guess it is a fear. It's like just something I want to avoid like the plague. Like, I don't like that feeling at all. So I felt trapped. I was then in another prison. And when you have that feeling, no amount of perfect food, perfect eating can change what that kind of feeling in your body does to your body's feeling of safety. So like, I felt trapped. I didn't feel free. Yeah, and I could feel that in my body. My digestion was not, the house is making noises. But yeah, I felt like trapped, and I didn't know how to get out. Then I discovered Tabitha Farrar. She's actually an ED recovery coach. And one thing she said really woke me up. And she was talking about how when you've undereaten for so long, which I didn't intentionally do, I was just hyperfixated on eating perfectly. And when I was raw, there were a lot of days, many days, where I just didn't eat enough. One, because I didn't have time. Two, because I didn't prep well. Other days I felt great, but there were just issues. It wasn't sustainable. And that threw me out of balance. But I didn't think that it really mattered because I would catch up on other days. Whatever. But what she said was, over a period of time of doing that, your body is actually in like a state of survival and of not having what it needs, like a version of malnourishment. And when you're in that, even slightly, you're gonna be hyper fixated on the cleanliness of food. If your thing isn't so much about like weight, but it's more about like health, like a perfectly healthy body, you can be really fixated on that. I don't know why I just took a bite. Stand by. But that was interesting to me. And I was like, oh no. Does that mean I have to like, what do I do? And she's like, follow your cravings. Like, do the thing that scares you the most. That feels like free fall. That feels like losing control. And the body will figure it out. You're not gonna crave Pop-Tarts forever. I loved Pop-Tarts at the start. So it was just like so much carbs, like, and calories immediately. That's great. But I ate those a lot. But my metabolism wasn't strong and fierce yet. So it was scary to eat that stuff because I could feel my body working really hard. And you have all the thoughts coming in like, oh my God, this is wrong. See, I told you so. Like, this is trash food. Like, you shouldn't be eating this. All the while, even though I felt tired and sluggish and, whatever, I was analyzing my body for signs of it being problematic. Even though I felt some of that, weirdly, I had like a peace in my brain. Like, I had like calm in a way that I hadn't felt in a while. Like, every time I did the scary thing, one, I felt like my body actually was happy, even though I was feeling those things I would testify to be like negative or whatever. So anyway, that was a little rant, but I like to talk about my thought patterns around this stuff because when I was going through it, I would look for accounts of people on YouTube or whatever, Googling, who has gone through this? Like, are there any raw vegans, fruitarians, like people who talk really openly about getting over this obsession with eating clean and perfect? And it's a hard topic to get into because a lot of people enter into this from fighting chronic health symptoms. And that was me. So I feared so intensely, like, eating everything, eating not perfectly, because I remember the days when sometimes I would be so nauseous for like 2 weeks straight, couldn't hardly eat anything. I would have like pancreatic attacks that would last days, end me in the ER with no answers. No one knew what it was. I'm calling it a pancreatic attack because I'm pretty sure it was something to do with my pancreas or kidneys or whatever. And now I understand that kind of thing can happen from under eating. So I think that I was already dealing with not having enough in my body, like, prior to that. And I tried to solve all my problems by eating fruit, by eating raw vegan. And guys, I did it. Like, 2 years straight, I did juice cleanses. But my juice cleanse I didn't do till like 2 years in because I was like, no, I want to work my way up. I want to be gentle and like figure this out. It was like my full-time job was trying to eat raw vegan, literally. Crazy. It was fun, but it wasn't totally working, and I like couldn't admit that to myself. So I was so scared, and every time I tried to eat normal food anymore, I would either get sick immediately or, yeah, I just could feel it was like taking its sweet ass time to get through my body, which made me so tired. It was like I would get sedated after I had a bite of a cookie or something. And I was like, something is wrong. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live where I can't be flexible, where I can't go on a trip and like my flight get delayed at an airport and all I have to eat is like 8 bananas. I don't want that to be my life. I don't want to be afraid of food, and I don't want to be afraid of my body. Like, I want my resilience back more than I want perfect skin to live till I'm 150. Like, I'd rather be happy now. And that doesn't mean being reckless, like eating Pop-Tarts all day long. For a period of time, you have to listen to your body, and you have to overcome the fear of the disconnect with your body. Yeah. Yeah. And that takes time. That's the mental side of all of this. It's not just about food. That's what I've realized. But yeah, I couldn't find anyone who'd like gone on this journey that I like related to. And so I want to be that voice for other people because it's a really, really challenging journey. It like makes me emotional. It's really hard. It's like leaving a religion in a way. There's a lot of dogma in the raw vegan space, and I even went on retreats and like met people there, and I almost felt like guilty for asking other people like, how are you doing this? Like, and then so many girls would be like, I'm trying, but I'm binging at night. Like, I heard that from multiple people, either that or people with obvious EDs. Very obvious. Don't ask me how. But all we talk about all day was food. And I think something in that time made me go, this is like, something is off. Something is weird here. Because then I left the retreat and I remember I didn't have enough fruit or something in my bag. And I was like, fuck, I don't have enough fruit. Like, then I had been sent with some watermelon juice and all that, but I was having like, my heart was racing because I was having blood sugar issues. And if I didn't have my fruit right away, like, it was like the most extreme maintenance to stay in homeostasis. And I was like feeling anxious all the time. I felt like I could just feel that something in my brain was like not steady. I didn't feel like myself. Even this punchiness, this bluntness, intensity, energy that I carry, that I feel like is my authentic state. It's just when I'm like calm, when I'm grounded, this comes out. This is me. I couldn't access that. Even my voice was higher. It was like I was literally in a state of survival. You can like hear it in my past videos. When I was doing it, I was like, felt like I was like feet off ground. Like I'm like just floating above ground, just not grounded. Not grounded. But I didn't understand why. So if you're struggling, like confirming for yourself, yeah, I actually don't feel like this is working for me anymore. I feel trapped. I'm in prison. I just want my life back. Like, I don't want my life to be food. While at the same time, trying to hold the nuance of this has been amazing. Fruit in itself is amazing. Like, I learned so much being raw. It was so fun and enlightening, and I felt like I literally just discovered the keys to like life. That's how I felt. And it was amazing for a time, and then it got weird. And I didn't know how to reconcile that, and there were no other people talking about it. So I was like, what? There's gotta be like something some resource that I can find. There were a couple people that I found online that they were ED recovery coaches, who had raw veganism like kind of in their past, but their message wasn't really about like recovering from that specifically. And I felt like I am so hungry for someone to talk about that specifically, because it's such a niche unwiring journey, and I needed someone to show me that it is possible, even though it's taken a lot of time to come back. I just needed to know it was possible. So if you're wondering if it's possible, it is. I'll give you an example. I am going tonight to hang out with one of my friends, and she messaged me. She's like, I'll make us dinner. What are you eating these days? One, it's sad that she has to even ask me that. And two, I was able to effortlessly say, I'm eating everything. And I was like excited to say that. In the past, I would have said it, but felt like, oh, this is my challenge. I need to say this and like deal with it. I was just like, wow, what a blessing that I can say this confidently and know that what I have tonight is like the experience of like nourishment that I have tonight goes beyond the food. It's me hanging out with her, laughing, sharing memories, all of that impacts your metabolism too. Novelty, joy, stressless eating, all amazing for your health. All of these things matter potentially more than what you're eating. So I'm excited for that. And I can't believe that I'm saying that. Like, if you talked to me a year ago, I would never have thought that I could say that without knowing, okay, yeah, tomorrow's going to be hard because, like, it's going to really affect my body and, like, I have a lot of challenges and blah, blah, blah. I feel like I'm learning how to intuitively hear my body and not be like, my body needs a green juice now. Like, instead of it being one way, there's only, like, a few options. This is the way. Versus, wow, my body actually, it's craving something denser, and that I'm allowed to want that. I'm allowed to give that to myself and trust my body with it. It's a new concept. It's really new, but if you're in that right now, I just want to encourage you that you're not insane, and that other people have walked this journey. So much of the obsession and fixation on food comes from literally not having eaten enough. I notice it now. Like, there's so much I could say about that, but you just have to start eating more and know that the way out is through. There's no avoiding. Just walking through it. Add in some animal protein as soon as you can. You actually need it for your brain. Trust me. Trust me. My brain was not working for those 2 years. I didn't know that's what it was, but I kept thinking the more I cleanse, I'm gonna feel that thing, and no, it never came. It just kept feeling like thinner in my brain. I'm like, oh my God, I've lost the plot. That was how it felt. Lost the plot. Fruit is amazing, but there is a different form of health available to you than that life of just only living there in that realm. That does not have to be your life. If you need support, send me a message, or I'll create a link or something. Comment something and I'll reach out to you. Comment, help. I don't know. Comment freedom, help, freedom, whatever word resonates, and I'll reach out to you. Yeah, I just don't want anyone to feel what I felt. I don't want anyone to feel alone and stuck in this. It's a very niche feeling and pain point and journey, and no one needs to do that alone. So, and you don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I think that's the thing for me. Like, I still have such a love and like respect and an awe for living foods, for raw food. But that middle ground of coming back to an equilibrium, coming back to more satiety in my body has taken time. That's just a non-negotiable. It depends on the length of time that you have not nourished your body enough. And your body will tell you. Your body knows. You just have to keep going. I may have a little more. I might need to gain a little more weight. I'm fine with that. But wow, I am nowhere near where I was in my fear of all that. So anyway, just wanted to give hope to somebody who might be feeling that, and know that I just ate a normal breakfast. I'm still a little hungry, so I might go get a muffin or something. Like, I don't know. I'm about to drive to my friends, so maybe I'll get something fun on the way. I have this freedom now to like enjoy the moments differently and feel that spark of, ooh, that'd be fun to do that. That divine spark gets to come back alive without being shut down by you thinking this is the way, this is the only way. No, I don't do any of that. I'm not like these other humans. That superiority complex isn't healthy. And it's really freeing to come back down to earth and just embrace being a human. It's like a beautiful piece that you get to feel, while also knowing that there's so many gifts in like the fruit and the things that the earth does give us that are here for us to enjoy and feel amazing. So that's my rant. And yeah, again, if you need support, just comment freedom or help or whatever. I'm here for you, for real.